Try to catch me howling at the moon.
See the commonly unseen. As you begin learning the language and becoming fluent in it, you won't be able to unsee things that normally just kind of flew under the radar for you. So certain things that you could be doing with taxes, fatten your business, meaning expenses that either aren't needed or aren't needed anymore, aren't needed at the price that you're currently paying for. Maybe you can negotiate it down. And that's on the spend side, but you'll also be able to see that on the make side as well. Little things like the impact price increases can have just by going up $10 a month. Now, we got people here that went up like $40 in the last month and didn't see a blip in sales. You guys were in my room, right? It was Emily. She said she raised her price by $40, scared to death to do it, and she literally had not had a blip in sales and just made a whole bunch of sales, right? In fact, Amazon has an algorithm set up where the books that aren't selling, they raise the pricing. The algorithm knows to raise the pricing on books that aren't selling. Interesting? Yeah, okay. So little things like what an increase by $10 a month can make. If you have 500 members, that's an extra $5,000 per month in revenue, which is equivalent to $60,000 a year. Okay, that goes straight to the bottom line as not much change. Expense-wise, you just charged more. But if you're happy with a business that's doing 20% in net profit, which you should be, 20% net profit's healthy, right? And we know in this industry you can get 30, 35, but 20% is healthy. We'll take that. And then if that's the case, then adding $60,000 to the bottom line net profit is kind of like adding $300,000 in top line revenue with a 20% net profit. Would you guys agree to that? Yes? Okay. So now take out a pen and paper, and I want you to write down $300,000, and you can use your phone calculator for this, and I want you to divide it by your average monthly membership fee. Now, I'm going to use my example in mind. Let's say it's $150 a month. So over the course of the year, that's equivalent to adding, if you added an equivalent of $300,000 in revenue, right, 20% would be $60,000 in profit. Over the course of the year, that's equivalent to adding 2,000 monthly payments. And if your average member stays for an average of 10 months, that's equivalent to adding 200 members without actually adding 200 members. You just raise price by $10. Wait, it gets better. If your typical customer acquisition cost is $150, meaning with ad agency costs and ad spend and all that, it costs you $150 on average to acquire a new paying member, well then, adding an equivalent of 200 members without actually having to add members that you paid for, meaning you've added just an equivalent in revenue that you'd ordinarily pay for, well, that's about $30,000 to get. That would have come out of your bottom line. So when you add the $60,000 in bottom line profit plus the $30,000 in savings you would have normally paid to get that profit, you can kind of assume that you gained about a $90,000 in value. Crazy. Would you guys agree it's a little crazy? But it's kind of cool though, yes? Okay. So more ways you can see $60,000 in profit on average. That's like making $130,000 in annual supplement sales that you didn't have to make, or $150,000 in annual retail sales that you didn't have to make, which is about $12,500 per month in sales. I'm sure there are a few of you in the room that are doing this, but how many of you guys agree that $12,500 in retail sales is a pretty good goal? It's a pretty good target to hit, yeah? It's hard to do. It's hard to do consistently every month. It's not easy. You'll also see things like, man, what if every member I sold, I just got them to pay an extra $30 in ancillary sales for something extra per month, which is usually around $12 per month in profit. Or what if I was able to change or charge an extra $99 enrollment fee to every single new member that actually joined? And if you're signing up 30 members per month, well, over the course of the year, that's 360 $99 enrollment fees that you actually collected, which is equivalent to $35,640 straight to the bottom line. Now at a 20% net profit, that's equivalent to about $178,200 in revenue to get. And you didn't have to go get it. Does that make sense? Do you guys see the value in adding some ancillary sales? Oh, it's just $30. No, it's not. It's like 178 grand. You guys get it? Yeah? Stuff piles up. You guys are in the game of volume. You're not selling like big ticket to 6 clients. You have like hundreds of clients. It makes a difference. These are just a few things, but a financially intelligent business owner will be able to see things like this, just little ways to increase value to the business and little ways to also increase value to the members in quantities that's greater than the cost to them to actually have that thing. But even though it's a little difference to them in cost, over the course of that volume for you guys, it makes a really big difference to your business and its overall health.